I've always respected Carly, and I understand wanting to protect your kids, but when protecting her kids means wrecking my kids' life, that's just not gonna happen.
Carly's got guts, though. She's not afraid to deal with the truth.
And I am? That's what you're saying? I'm afraid to deal with the truth.
Actually, what I'm saying is Carly never tried to hide who Sonny is to her kids.
Yeah, and look how that turned out for everybody. Do you see what those kids have been through? Michael and Morgan grew up, they lived their whole lives behind bulletproof glass, surrounded by bodyguards. You think those kids ever got to play stickball in the street with their friends or go trick-or-treating through the neighborhood on Halloween? No. Those kids have been kidnapped and terrorized and God knows what else. And Michael's been through the worst, but he's not even Sonny's biological kid. There was no way that I was going to choose that life for you.
At least Michael knew the truth.
Oh, yeah. Michael didn't know a damn thing for that year that he was in a coma, and he was damn lucky to survive it, too. I should have told you the truth last summer when I came to town, but I didn't want to hurt you. I was afraid of what that truth was going to do to you, and I didn't want you to have to deal with the fact that your father was a criminal. All right? I will regret that forever, but anything before that, no. No. I did good.
Good.
Yeah.
You think it was good that you lied to me? For my whole life? You had to grow up thinking that my mother was such a slut.
Hey.
That she didn't even know who got her pregnant. I mean, you were one of the most beautiful mothers out of all my friends, and you never had a boyfriend. You never brought a guy home. You never gave anything a chance to actually fall in love with anyone. You know, I thought it was just because you didn't want it. But now I see that it's just because you were in love with Sonny this whole time.
I was in love with the Sonny that I grew up with. It's a part of him that I still see in you. And if you think I enjoy pretending to be the town slut, you want to think again about that, okay? I promised myself that I was going to give you a good life. And I did that, surrounded by good, honest people who loved you. The Falconeries might not have a lot of money, and they might not have fancy cars, but they're decent people who have their lives in order. They go to church, at least I still do, and I think you should too. They have dinner together every single night. You did every night of your life growing up. And maybe those dinners got a little bit loud, and maybe you have a couple uncles that drink a little bit too much on Christmas, but your life was not surrounded by violence. And the mob wasn't a part of your daily life. I am so proud of the way that I raised you. I will never apologize for any of that, and if you can't see why, then I don't know what to say.
So what now, then, Mom? I mean, you got to admit it. You should just tell me the truth. You were sort of happy that I lied about Sonny shooting me. I mean, you'd probably be okay if I tanked this case because you still love him.
You know what? That's enough. I did what I did. I made my choices, and I'm really sorry if you don't like them. But I'm still your mother, and you're going to respect me. And when you get up on that stand and you have the chance to lie or tell the truth, I hope you respect yourself, too.
Pregnant. Huh. And I'm sure she doesn't know who the father is, and she's milking that for all it's worth.
Actually, Elizabeth is in Shadybrook at the moment.
Oh, so Lucky and Nikolas are falling all over themselves so they can save her.
That's not exactly fair. All right, Elizabeth fell in love with two brothers, and she handled it poorly, yeah, but she's paying for it.
No, I don't feel sorry for Elizabeth at all. She's gonna come out of this looking like the Madonna. You just watch.
Okay, not to sound cold, but how is this your concern?
She is tearing our family apart. Lucky and Nikolas will never stop fighting about her, no matter whose baby it turns out to be.
Hey, Cupcake. Did you get those Cubans?
I'm on my way.
So, Elizabeth's pregnant. Wow, as if Lucky and Nikolas didn't have enough problems.
Yeah, true. Well, that's your brother's situation to deal with. How are you?
I'm better. Dante is recovering.
Good. You should focus on that.
I'm trying. I just want Lucky to know that I love him.
He knows.
It just upsets me because I feel like Lucky is gonna blame himself for this mess that Elizabeth has created, and then he's gonna step in and try to fix it.
Sweetheart, he's not going to blame himself. I think he's smarter than that. I've talked to him. And hey, whatever. You know, you have to live the life you live. You make the mistakes you make and you pay the consequences.
Dante, you're not gonna...
You know what gets me about hospitals is that smell, man. It's like you can't get away from it. I don't mind the needles, the tubes, the never being alone, but that damn smell. I came up here to get some fresh air. I guess it wasn't exactly the best time of year to be doing that. And, not the safest height, either. Sure you saw how icy it is out here? Wouldn't take much for a guy to just slip right off. Especially one that needed to be shut up for good.